Hello, welcome back to Learn Economia, and this too is a requested video. Um, this topic is autoregressive models. We have done several models like logic model, profit model, etc. This autoregressive models is very important, especially when you deal with econometrics. So that is the subject of matter in this discussion. Let's get started. Before going into the depth of autoregressive model, first of all, we are going to understand what this model means or what specifically autoregressive model is. This is actually a statistical model, and this model is used to predict the future values based on past values. So you will be having data on several years, and you will be using the past data to predict the future values. Okay, if you are going for an example, just take a autoregressive model which predicts a stock future prices based on its past performance. So you will be having the uh, stock prices of past years, and you are using this as a what as a tool. This you these as a what uh, as you are seeking the help of the past year's data to analyze this past year's data in order to predict the future values of the stock prices. Okay. So if you understand this autoregressive models in details, you can see that this model operate under the premise that the past values have effect on the current values as well as the future values. Okay. And you can say that your future values is or your future values are something which depend upon your past values, and it is with this assumption that we are going for autoregressive models. And this is a very popular statistical technique which is used for analyzing economics, nature, etc. And also in the case of climatic change, this is used as a very important tool, and this is one of the practical application of autoregressive model. It is used in climatic predictions as well. Multiple regression models forecast a variable using linear combination of predictors, whereas autoregressive models, what it uses is that it uses certain combination of past values of the variable. Going for autoregressive one process, this is where the current value is based immediately. It is based on the immediately preceding value. Okay, and the case of autoregressive of order 2, it means that it is based on the previous two values. That means the current value is based on the previous two values. And AR0 process, it means that this is specifically used for white noise, and it has no dependence between the terms. You can see that they are having various methods to calculate the coefficients used, and the least square method is one of the methods that is used here, and the concepts as well as the techniques used by the technical analysts to forecast the share prices, climatic change, climatic factors, etc., are certain examples where you could go for this autoregressive models. These models base their prediction, as we have already said, the prediction is actually based on past information, and it assumes that the present value is something which depends upon the past value. And this can lead to surprising or inaccurate predictions. So we have to be very much careful while using autoregressive models. We would be very much over hopeful with respect to this model. So that over hope is not a good thing if we are going for autoregressive models. So good, it's not a good thing means that uh, don't rely on this model completely. You can go for other models as well, but you can use this model as a model which is complementary to other models. Okay. We can see that traders continue to redefine the use of autoregressive models, especially while going for forecasting purposes. The autoregressive integrated moving average, it is actually a sophisticated autoregressive model which take into consideration the trends, cycles, errors, seasonality, non-static data, etc. So it is a much more complicated kind of model. If you're going for the real world applications of autoregressive models, in the 2008, as we all know, the world was gripped into a crisis. The world faced a financial crisis, right? So, if you are linking the way in which autoregressive models could be used in that context, you can see that while an investor is going for forecasting the future prices or option prices or the stock prices, then he or she should take into consideration the past values, like, right? In the case of 2008 crisis, we could see that most of the investors were aware of the risk posed by the large. These most of the investors were not at all aware of the risk posed by large portfolios, right? So when the crisis came, the investors actually they witnessed a crisis with a shock. It was to their surprise, or it was to their shock, that the crisis happened. They couldn't predict it. That means that you cannot completely rely on the past data to make future predictions. Once it became public knowledge that many financial institutions were at risk of immediate collapse, investors suddenly became less concerned with the stock recent prices, and they began to understand the risk involved. So the market rapidly revalued the financial stocks. So we have to understand that autoregressive models is a model which can be used, but do not rely on it completely. So this is something that you have to be very much careful about. You have to be very much careful about. Okay. So that's all for today. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more videos. And you can be a part of my Telegram group and Telegram channel to discuss your doubts. I'll be providing the links of the same in the description box. Thank you.